You obviously should never say never, but so far I have never felt the urge to let someone put needles in my face to treat the wrinkles that are more and more obvious as the years go by. I am, however, more than willing to give something like the Murad Resurgence Targeted Wrinkle Corrector a go that claims to instantly conceal and long-term reduce the appearance of wrinkles. Sounds too good to be true? Let's take a closer look at how it works, the ingredients, and my 4-week results. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well aging. Can't make it to the derm for a filler, this powerful peptide meets hyaluronic treatment virtually erases the look of wrinkles instantly, only when applied properly by gently tapping into wrinkle with longer term results after 4 weeks. The product feels like a light cream, is white and has no noticeable smell. As you apply with the metal applicator, it feels cooling on the skin. I needed a few tries until I figured out the best way to use the wrinkle corrector, so pay close attention now. After cleansing and serum, but before moisturizer and sunscreen, you squeeze out the product and distribute quite a thick line directly into the wrinkle. You then proceed to pat it in either with the applicator or gently with your finger, but be careful. Only pat, don't drop, and then let it dry completely before doing anything else. That can take a while, so I don't find it to be the most convenient product to use, as especially in the mornings I don't have the time to wait for long in-between steps. If you go in with your other products too quickly though, you'll lose parts of the instant effect. You can of course apply it as last step as well. I have used it on top of my makeup to see if that would better fit in my routine, but while that works as well, you need to be aware that you are probably losing some of the long-time benefits there. I mean, you wouldn't put your serum on after you did your makeup and expect it to work just as good either. What I find interesting is that after drying down, not only your wrinkles appear diminished, but your skin appears mattified as well, which makes me think it would probably work just as good on enlarged pores if you are in a pinch and don't have a primer at hand. For me, the results didn't last all day, but slowly started to disappear after 2 hours, only to be gone at around hour 4. My skin is still oily in the T-zone, which might have influenced that, and I've been told that I have quite an expressive face, which again might mean that the effect disappears quicker on me than it would on others. When you look at the formula, you will find many ingredients that are usually present in a good moisturizer as well. Several humectants like urea, trehalose and inositol, as well as squalane as emollient and amino acids for soothing and extra hydration. For the long-term effect, there is acetylhexapeptide 8 or agireline, claiming to have a Botox-like effect, probably the most famous peptide out there. You'll notice the I am making here, as I don't believe topicals can even come close to the effect of injectables. Much more interesting in my opinion is what is responsible for the short-term effect. While I am not entirely sure, I assume it is a mixture between the film-forming and mattifying polysilicon 11 and the sodium acrylates cross polymer 2. Now, while the instant effect is quite lovely as you can see here, I personally did not see a difference in wrinkle depth over the 4 weeks Murad recommends or anytime later either. I've been using it 4 weeks very consistently and 4 additional weeks at least 5 out of 7 mornings, and still can't see significant changes. As someone that already uses copper peptides and multiple other skincare things that target the appearance of wrinkles, I admit I would have been surprised if a singular peptide cream had brought changes that the rest of my regimen did not. Now, it is very hard to judge wrinkle reduction with the bare eyes, especially if you look at yourself every day, so it might be that there are changes that I simply can't see. And if you have seen great long-term results, all the better. I just wouldn't get my hopes up too high if I had a good routine in place already. As much as I love the smooth forehead it gives me, basically a real-life filter for my face, I don't think I can justify that much money for something I will probably only reach on the rare occasion I go to a party or have another special event. The duration is too short and the process too complicated for me to reach for it on a daily basis. If you, however, have situations where a real-life filter is what you need and you are, like me, not ready for the needles, the instant effect might be worth the money for you. If there's anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen and add links to my Instagram blog and Patreon account in the description box. See you soon, bye!